Auburn. Bo Nix is my offensive rookie of the year before he went on to Oregon. Now, this guy got crushed when he was at Auburn at times for his play, for his style. I can't believe you're still trying to do this. This isn't working for you. Went to Oregon. Changed parts of his game. Became the most accurate quarterback in college football history in his time at Oregon. Then Sean Payton says, I get to have who I want. I'm sure the Broncos would have left the bag on the table for whoever Payton wanted to bring in at quarterback. He went with this guy. He went with Bo Nix. And this was not me just Googling Bo Nix. Man, where is this guy from? Where did he go to college? I wonder how this is going to pan out. Bo Nix freshman year at Auburn plays Alabama in the Iron Bowl. Iron Bowl is the best college football rivalry in the game. Auburn's unranked. They take on Alabama. I have a photo from the first time I ever met Bo Nix on the field with thousands of Auburn fans rushing the field because as a freshman with the program on his shoulders, Auburn beats Alabama amongst a sea of players. There's cops around us. People are jumping over the hedges at Auburn. Bring up the photo. There we are from the November of 2019 CBS SEC Game of the Week. Jamie, Bo Nix.
Derek Brown?
Derek Brown.
Nice.
And the rest of a billion Auburn fans celebrating the fact that they just took down Alabama. This guy's been doing it ever since his freshman year.
Jamie, I like that guy with the red phone on the upper right. That guy parties.
That guy parties. That guy knows the moment. Everybody here knows the moment.
Where's that photo?
He's going to tweet it.
That.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's talk about Bo Nix. Let's not talk about who's in the picture. Okay. It is an interesting prediction, and it's hard to see if it's real, if they actually believe it or not, or if it's just trying to, create content, right? Like, I mean, which I'm not even blaming. It's just not everyone can just say, Caleb Williams, Caleb Williams, Caleb Williams. But really, obviously, the three biggest threats to winning the Offensive Rookie of the Year is going to be Caleb, Bo Nix, and Jaden. So the question is, though, who has the momentum? And to me, the media momentum falls on Caleb Williams. They want Chicago Bears and Caleb Williams to be great, and they want them to be great now. And so they are just going to talk about Caleb so frequently. It's just going to be every single day, all day, every day. He is supposed to be the next Patrick Mahomes. And that is who Bo Nix is going up against. But with that said, and again, the Chicago Bears should be a good team. They should be a really good team, which should then have Caleb Williams shine. But with that said, I am a huge believer in what Sean Payton is going to be able to do with Bo Nix. Bo Nix, I mean, look at this. This is why this picture is slightly relevant. It's irrelevant, but slightly relevant. Bo Nix is not going to be afraid of this moment. Bo Nix has been doing this since day one. And he has the coach to maximize his potential. So the learning curve for Bo Nix is not very high. It's going to be very straightforward for him. I really do believe that. I think his progress can be very linear. And I think because of that, Bo Nix will shock a ton of people this season. Whether or not the Broncos are good enough to be a great team this season, that remains to be seen. It is a question mark. It is. You could be the biggest Broncos fan. It is a question mark. They do have to prove to everyone that they are for real. There's reason to believe in them, absolutely, but we can't just say it's a guarantee. And you can make the argument, well, hey, what about the Chicago Bears? They're not guaranteed. I would argue that they showed enough and that their big limitation was having no quarterback, Justin Fields. If you add Caleb in there, they should really hit that ground running. But honestly, I think the Broncos have tremendous potential to hit the ground running, and therefore Bo Nix. And again, what does that mean then for the offensive rookie of the year? Like, to me, that is an actual pretty interesting question, because I asked myself, what would Bo Nix have to do to prove that he is the offensive rookie of the year? And when we say that Caleb Williams is the next Patrick Mahomes, which I'm not saying he is or he isn't. I'm just saying that is what people are, they're trying to kind of build that up. What's better than actually beating Patrick Mahomes? And if the Denver Broncos and Bo Nix go out and ball out and beat the Kansas City Chiefs twice, they go 2-0 against the Chiefs, and Bo Nix balls out, he shows, I am ready. Yeah, I'm a rookie, but I am ready. And he just plays on the same level-ish as Patrick Mahomes, let alone outduels him. That would be massive. He slays Patrick Mahomes. Massive. Massive, 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 massive. That would skyrocket him. If Bo Nix is having a great season, but now goes toe-to-toe with Patrick Mahomes, and the Chiefs just run the Broncos out of town, that would hurt Bo Nix. Because I think Bo Nix would need nearly, I don't want to say a flawless, but near flawless first season. Very similar to that of maybe, say, like a CJ Stroud. The last 10 games of Jordan Love's career. I guess technically of his career. The last 10 games of the season for Jordan Love. A big run like Brock Purdy. Like, he would really need to keep his blemishes to a minimum for him, I believe, to win Rookie of the Year. Just because the hype is just so much higher. I think people are going to be so much more forgiving for a Caleb Williams or even a Jaden than they will Bo Nix. Because it seems like, especially the media, there's a lot of media members that seem to be actively rooting against Bo Nix and the Denver Broncos. I do not see that same thing. I don't see many people rooting against Caleb Williams or Jane Daniels for that matter. I really don't. I see way more people rooting against Bo Nix, which is why I just think it'll be harder for him to kind of win these types of awards where you actually have to vote, you have to get media recognition, you have to get popularity. And that's why I'm really fascinated to see how quickly Bo Nix can become popular in the NFL. Because I know Denver Broncos fans love him, right? We know that. But I'm just saying the general media. And it starts with winning. And if they beat the Broncos, if they beat the Chiefs, that would be massive. Because then they beat the Chiefs. I don't know when they play exactly. Let's say they play Sunday. I assume they're going to play a Sunday. And I don't think all those games would be on a Thursday or a Monday of some sort. But they play Sunday. That next Monday, whether it's accurate or not, everybody will be like, are the Broncos better than the Chiefs? Is Bo Nix set up to take over the division? Is Kansas City slipping? Is Patrick Mahomes' reign over the AFC over? Those start to become the talking points. If Bo Nix plays great but loses, it's just skipped over, honestly. It will be. It'll just say, this is still Patrick Mahomes' division. This is still Patrick Mahomes' league, conference, whatever. However big or small they want to, define it. It'll say Broncos, new quarterback, same story. So, to me, it really will come down to whether or not Bo Nix obviously plays good enough and great enough, but if he and the Broncos can actually beat the Chiefs. And I really, really cannot wait for those games, because Bo Nix, he's coming. Whether it's this season or the next, he is coming. But those are just my thoughts. I would absolutely love to hear yours. What do you guys all think? Do you think that Bo Nix can actually win Offensive Rookie of the Year? And what do you think it'll take for him to win Offensive Rookie of the Year, if so? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single comment, so whether you agree with me or disagree with me, either way, let's get in some discussions, let's get in some fights, but ultimately, let's just have some fun. And please do consider subscribing. We are building an amazing community here, and I would absolutely love to see you part of it. I want to build something that we all genuinely feel connected to. Something that we're really excited to be part of. I think we're well on our way to doing it. And please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, as it really does help with the visibility and the algorithm. Thank you so much, and see you next time.